On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Prostitute.
A person, typically a woman, who engages in sexual activity in exchange for payment.
Examples:
Prostitute street. A male prostitute. She turned to prostitute to make ends meet.
Infect.
To affect a person, an animal, or a plant with a disease-causing organism.
Examples:
Infect other animal species. Infect a computer with a virus. Children often infect parents with this head cold.
Intestine.
A long, tube-like organ in the digestive system that is responsible for absorbing nutrients from food and eliminating waste products.
Examples:
Large intestine. Intestine wall. The small intestine is responsible for absorbing most of the nutrients from food.
Jockey.
A person who rides horses in races, typically as a professional occupation. A person who manipulates or tries to gain an advantage through skillful maneuvering or persuasion.
Examples:
Jockey hat. Professional jockey. The jockey on the winning horse was showered with praise and applause from the crowd.
Defile.
To pollute, contaminate, or make impure, often in a moral or religious sense. To violate or desecrate something sacred or cherished.
Examples:
Defile a river. Defile the land. The vandals defiled the church by spray painting graffiti on the walls.
Linger.
To stay in a place or exist longer than expected.
Examples:
Linger in the mind. Linger over your work. She lingered for a moment before leaving the room.
Ostracize.
To exclude someone from a group or society by general consent. To avoid speaking to or dealing with intentionally.
Examples:
Ostracize individual. Ostracize group. His peers ostracized him for his controversial beliefs.
Stigmatize.
To accuse, condemn, or openly or formally consider somebody or something as not deserving respect.
Examples:
Stigmatize the deviant as criminal. Stigmatize him as a swindler. She was stigmatized by society because she had a child out of wedlock.
Respite.
A brief period of rest, relief, or delay from something difficult or unpleasant, a short break or vacation from regular activities or responsibilities.
Examples:
respite care, a short respite. The vacation gave her a much-needed respite from work.
Heroine.
A woman admired or idealized for her courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities, a woman who is the protagonist of a literary work or film.
Examples:
medieval heroine, tragic heroine. The brave heroine rescued the prince from the dragon's lair.
Deceive.
To cause someone to believe something that is not true, often by telling a lie or creating a false impression.
Examples:
deceive to lie, deceive skillfully. The magician's illusions were designed to deceive the audience into believing they saw something impossible.
Induct.
To formally admit someone to a job or position of authority, to officially introduce someone to an organization or group, or beliefs or ideas.
Examples:
induct them into military service, induct a clergy person to a benefice. We were inducted into the Honor Society.
Voiceless.
Without a voice or the ability to speak.
Examples:
voiceless consonant, voiceless minority. The voiceless screams of the victims could be heard in the distance.
Nameless.
Without a name or unknown, not named or identified.
Examples:
nameless fear, nameless child. The victim could only describe their attacker as a nameless figure in the darkness.
Succumb.
To fail to oppose something, such as desire, pressure, or some other opposing force. To die or suffer badly from the effect of a disease or injury.
Examples:
succumb to cancer, succumb to old age. He finally succumbed to temptation.
Chili.
A small hot-tasting fruit of a type of pepper plant used in sauces, relishes, and spice powders. A spicy stew made from ground beef and beans, typically seasoned with chili peppers.
Examples:
chili sauce, red chili powder. I love making a big pot of chili on a cold winter day.
Broth.
A liquid in which meat, fish, or vegetables have been cooked, used as a base for soups and stews.
Examples:
chicken broth, remains of broth. I always add a bit of broth to my soup to give it more flavor.
Syphilis.
A sexually transmitted disease caused by the bacterium Treponema pallidum, characterized by multiple stages and a wide range of symptoms.
Examples:
oral syphilis, late-stage syphilis. Untreated syphilis can cause serious health problems.
Gonorrhea.
A sexually transmitted infection caused by the bacterium Neisseria gonorrhoeae, characterized by inflammation of the mucous membranes of the reproductive organs, urinary tract, or rectum.
Examples:
Gonorrhea infection, gonorrhea outbreak. Untreated gonorrhea can lead to serious complications like infertility and pelvic inflammatory disease.
Rehabilitate.
To restore to good health or physical condition, to help someone return to a normal life, especially after a period of illness, addiction, or imprisonment.
Examples:
Rehabilitate prisoners, rehabilitate wildlife. The organization works to rehabilitate drug addicts and help them rebuild their lives.
Weld.
To join two or more pieces of metal together by heating their edges until they melt and fuse.
Examples:
Weld a team of such people. Weld two broken pipes. He learned how to weld metal in his high school shop class.
Illiterate.
Unable to read or write, lacking knowledge in a particular field.
Examples:
Illiterate population. Illiterate adult. He was illiterate and could not read the instructions.
Hijab.
A headscarf traditionally worn by Muslim women to cover their hair and neck.
Examples:
Woman's hijab. Hijab garment. Many Muslim women wear a hijab as a symbol of their religious beliefs.
Carpenter.
A woodworker whose job is to make or repair wooden objects.
Examples:
A short carpenter nail. An apprentice carpenter. Carpenter bees are boring holes into the wall.
Mason.
A skilled worker who builds structures with stone, brick, or concrete.
Examples:
Mason jar. The craft of a mason. The accomplished mason expertly crafted the stone walls of the castle.
Empathy.
The ability to share another person's feelings or experiences by imagining that person's situation.
Examples:
Full of empathy. Empathy for patients. Empathy is also necessary to understand history.
Ply.
To work with or manipulate a material or tool repeatedly or vigorously, to use or apply a skill, influence, or force repeatedly or persistently. Noun, a layer or strand, especially in textiles or materials.
Examples:
Ply the root. Double ply. She learned to ply her knitting needles skillfully, creating beautiful sweaters and scarves.
Encompass.
To surround or cover something completely, to include a large number of or different types of things entirely.
Examples:
Encompass a broad range. Encompass the enemy. The optimal solution that would encompass all these elements has yet to be proposed.
Philanthropy.
The practice of voluntarily helping the poor, especially by giving money.
Examples:
Philanthropy organization. Private philanthropy. Tech billionaires often spend the majority of their time on philanthropy.